Oh, look. So much to do. Oh, so many news stories to cover. Oh my god. We must cover these news stories. So much FPS this week. Hello everyone, this is Logical. Welcome to week 17 for FPS Weekly. I hope you all enjoyed that little intro we had today. I thought it was pretty fun. I wanted to do a little skit thing, just get it going, have a little bit of fun with stuff. So, we're going to be talking about a lot of different news stories today, starting off with a game called The Park, which apparently, I think I've talked about this before. I might have mentioned it once in passing, I'm not entirely sure. But The Park essentially is a horror game. It's a very story-driven psychological horror game, and it's about a mom who is looking for her lost child in an abandoned amusement park. Right, winning combination, right? Lost kid, abandoned amusement park. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with this? According to the developers, it will only be like a couple of hours long. It won't take very long to actually beat the game. So there is that. It is coming out on October 27th, and yeah, it looks pretty creepy. Might have to give it a go. Actually, I say that with every single horror game that pops up, but I never ever get around to playing it. My life is super busy right now. I actually don't have much time to play many games at all, besides Star Wars Battlefront Beta, which I did last week, which is why there was no FPS Weekly last week, but that's for later on in the video. Alright, so we're going to move on from The Park. If you so desire, you can check out the full trailer, of the trailer that I used in this video, down in the description, and you can learn a bit more about it. Next up, Allison Road is apparently, the developer behind that has canceled the Kickstarter project that they had set up for it, and it will not be crowdfunded. Instead, it is going to be published by Team 17. If you're unfamiliar with Team 17, Team 17 is the company that has made the Worms franchise. So, yeah, they are the ones responsible for all the Worms games, for better or for worse, depending on your opinion of the various Worms games. But yeah, essentially, Allison Road is now going to be published by an actual publisher. Will not be crowdfunded, which I think is pretty good. I was pretty disappointed to see that PT was canceled because of Konami's asshattery. So I'm interested to see what Allison Road looks like, since Allison Road is kind of like it's a spiritual successor to Silent Hills, which is what PT was supposed to be. PT was supposed to be the next Silent Hill game, and got canceled, and yeah, So Allison Road looks pretty fantastic, pretty creepy, and yeah, we're gonna move on from that one now to a very cool news story, one that is actually of pretty good importance. And that news story is that the Overwatch beta is actually the closed beta, not the open beta. But the Overwatch beta is going to be starting on October 27th, the same day that The Park comes out. Which is fantastic. The trailer that I put up actually came out almost a year ago, back in November of 2014. Whew, that was a long time ago. So you guys can go ahead and, well, I mean, you're watching it right now, but yeah, essentially, if you haven't already, go to the Google basically Overwatch beta and make sure you're signed up for it if you want to have the best chance of getting into it. It's a closed beta. So I'm pretty sure that it's still going to be a somewhat random drawing, especially in these early stages of people that have signed up for the closed beta. I have signed up for it. I signed up for it a long time ago. So hopefully, like, precedents will take part of it as well. Because I really want to play Overwatch. I don't give a damn about the objectives, but it looks like a fun game to go around slaying. We're gonna roll in the hate comments because I'm a slayer and I don't give a shit about objective-based game modes. Yay! But yeah, the Overwatch beta starts on October 27th. So if you haven't signed up for it, go do that right now to give yourself the best opportunity of getting into it. Next up, we have the Doom Multiplayer Alpha, and the trailer that you're watching right now is actually just from the E3 2015 trailer, but that's fine. Basically, in order to get into the multiplayer alpha, it's going to be really exclusive. So in order to get in, you had to have pre-ordered Wolfenstein: The New Order, which by doing that, that got you into the beta, which is going to happen in the future, obviously. And from the people that got beta keys for Doom from pre-ordering Wolfenstein, they're going to draw for the closed alpha from that, and it's going to be a really small, really select drawing of people to get into the Doom multiplayer alpha. So if you get into that, cool, good on you. There's probably going to be some kind of what is it, NDA, non-disclosure agreement. I had to go through one of those with the beta. I recently did, but unfortunately I can't tell you guys which one it was. Drat. But yeah, you'll probably have to sign one of those things, so you won't be able to put up like gameplay footage or anything like that, if I'm going to assume correctly, based on the nature of how alphas and betas work. So yeah, that is happening, and for all the other people like me that did not pre-order Wolfenstein: The New Order, sad face. We have zero opportunity of getting into the alpha, or the beta, for that matter. Well, the beta, maybe. They might open the beta up to be open, but that's pure speculation on my part, and hope, because I want to play. I want to play this new Doom game. It looks pretty good. And lastly, the last thing we're going to be talking about today is that Star Wars Battlefront, yeah, Battlefront, is actually getting 3 new game modes, which are previously unknown, and they are, let's see if I can remember the names off the top of my head. One is called Cargo, I think. It's something Cargo. I'm probably forgetting a word, but you can check it out in the article, of course. And basically, Cargo is going to be a little bit like Capture the Flag. Basically, this game's variant of Capture the Flag. So instead of each team having their flag at their base and then running the flag back and forth, and then the flag infinitely respawning, and basically whoever has the most amount of flags, sorry about that, at the end of the round wins. Instead of it being like that, there is going to be a set number of 10 cargo units, 5 on the Rebel base and 5 on the Imperial base. And how the scoring is going to work is that the game is going to start off, the round is going to start off 5-5, and then your team is going to try to run to the other enemy's team, grab their cargo, run it back to your team, and also defend your current cargo. So like if you get 1 cargo from, say you're a Rebel and you get 1 cargo from the Imperial side, you'll bring that back and then to your side, and now your team will be leading 6-4 because you have 6 cargoes, and then the Imperials will only have 4 cargoes left. So it's going to be a little bit of back and forth kind of thing. And then when the timer runs out, whoever has the most cargo in their base at the end of the game timer, they will win the round. So fairly straightforward. Next game I'm going to be talking about is something called Hero Hunt, which apparently, instead of 2 teams, it's going to be 1 hero, so like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. I'm assuming there are going to be other heroes besides those 2. It'd be awesome if we got like Han Solo or Chewbacca or something. Like they're just an OP shooter. That would be fantastic. Only time will tell though. But basically it's going to be a hero versus 7 other people who are normal. And basically what it's kind of going to be like is, if any of you have played Loadout, there's a mode in that called Death's Head. Or no, not Death's Head. That's the name of one of my weapons in it. That's it's called Head Rush. That's it, Head Rush. And basically in Head Rush, one person becomes this big hulking thing and just runs around killing people. And it's up to everyone else to try to kill this big hulking person. And then they run this head to their team's goaling thing. This is for Loadout, by the way. And then after they run it in, they become the big hulking thing. In Battlefront, it's going to be a little bit different. Basically, the hero will try to stay alive as long as possible, and the person who gets the killing blow on the hero will then become the hero. And then that'll go off and keep going until the timer runs out. My bet is probably, in order who's going to win, it's probably going to be based off of something like a King of the Hill format, like who was the hero the longest, or who accumulated the most scores as a hero. That'd be my guess as to how that's going to work. So yeah. Alright, and then the last game mode that they talked about is a game mode called Droid Run, where You know those like little boxy, tiny little boxy droids with the two stubby little legs in the movies and some of the games that walk around really slowly? Well, that's what this is going to be about. These droids have data, and the teams need to capture them, so they're like running them back and forth, stuff like that. So that's like one team is tasked with protecting the droids, I think, and another team is tasked with trying to stop them. So that'll like flip around and change, of course. So yeah, that's what's going on in that regard. Oh, and the footage that you're watching right now for Star Wars is actually some of my own footage I captured during the beta, which was a ton of fun. I've been seeing a lot of hate flying around on the internet. Well, surprise, surprise, it's the internet, right? Lots of hate flying around. But saying that like that Battlefront is just reskinned Battlefield, that it's bad, it's boring, it's not interesting, meh, 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 meh. Well, to all those people, I say quite kindly, and by quite kindly, I don't mean kindly at all, fuck off. Literally. Fuck off. I've been waiting 5 years for a good Star Wars game, and Battlefront is that good Star Wars game. So you can literally take your stupid opinion and shove it up your ass, because I am a diehard Star Wars fan, and I cannot wait for the new game. So you can just quite kindly fuck off. That's pretty much all I have to say. I thought the beta was really good. Drop Zone and Walker Assault were the only two modes that were available during the beta. Drop Zone was pretty good. It was a lot like Domination. And Walker Assault was not fun at all because the Imperials won basically 99% of the time. And I never got to play as an Imperial, so it was never fun for me. But apparently DICE is going to fix that, which is a good thing. Okay, so I've been rambling on for almost 12 minutes now, and I should probably wrap things up. So this is Logical with Digital Dynasty, of course. Always with Digital Dynasty. Obviously doing my own FPS weekly every week. Like I said, I skipped out on it last week because I was playing the beta for Battlefront. Yeah, but hey, you wouldn't have had this footage that I captured if I hadn't been doing that. So, yeah. Alright, with all that in mind, I will be seeing you guys next week for, what will that be, October 23rd? Yes, October 23rd, 2015. And as we're rolling a little bit closer to Halloween, I'll see if I can scrounge up some more horror game-based stuff. And yeah. Alright, this is Logical, and I will see you guys next week.